Gaza, Israel, bombs, hostages, protests. Maybe you've been following it. Maybe you've been avoiding it because it feels impossible to understand. Either way, you're not alone. Let's calmly unpack what's happening in Gaza right now, what led up to it, what each side wants, and why this keeps happening. Gaza is a tiny slice of land, 41 kilometers long, about 6 kilometers wide, on the Mediterranean coast. It's home to over 2 million Palestinians, most of them refugees or descendants of refugees from past wars with Israel. Since 2007, Gaza has been ruled by Hamas, a militant group that won elections and then violently ousted its rival, Fatah. Israel and Egypt responded with a blockade. That's still in place. People in Gaza can't leave freely. Supplies and aid are tightly restricted. On October 7, 2023, Hamas launched a surprise attack on Israel. Militants broke through border fences, stormed communities, and killed over 1,200 people, including civilians and children. Over 200 were taken hostage. Israel declared war. What followed was weeks of airstrikes, a ground invasion, and thousands of Palestinians killed, many of them civilians. Israel says it's targeting Hamas, not ordinary people. But when Gaza is that densely packed, even precision strikes devastate families, homes, hospitals, and schools. Hamas wants an end to the blockade. They want international recognition of Palestine and an end to what they call the occupation. Israel wants to destroy Hamas completely, militarily, politically, and symbolically. No ceasefire until the hostages are freed. No return to normal while Hamas controls Gaza. Both goals are total, which is why this war is so brutal and so hard to end. Gaza has been called an open-air prison. With borders mostly closed, air and sea controlled by Israel, and no airport, Palestinians can't flee, even during bombing campaigns. Inside Gaza, conditions are dire. Power is intermittent, clean water is scarce, and unemployment is sky high. This isn't just a war. It's the latest explosion in a decades-long cycle. Each side points to the last injustice. Each side says, we're responding. And with every round of violence, the middle disappears. Trust vanishes. Moderates lose ground. The people who want peace, they get drowned out by the people who want revenge. Gaza is in crisis. Over half the population is displaced. Homes destroyed, hospitals gone, thousands dead. Israel is still searching for the remaining hostages and still firing rockets. Ceasefires are proposed and fall apart. Around the world, people argue, protest, mourn, divide, but behind the hashtags are real people, grieving, trapped, afraid, exhausted, and whatever you believe politically. Here's one thing that's always true. There are no winners when civilians are dying. But what's happening in Gaza right now? It's gotten beyond comprehensible. According to leading human rights groups, UN experts, and legal scholars, Israel is committing acts that meet the definition of genocide. This isn't just a war. It's the mass destruction of a trapped civilian population. And the world is watching, and another generation growing up in trauma. We can argue about borders, about governments, about history, but no child deserves this. If you've made it this far, thank you for staying human. Keep learning, keep asking, keep caring, even when the world doesn't.